What's up, everybody? Giancarlo here, Three Swords Productions. Had to take a little break. Ended up having a little minor surgery, nothing crazy. So I ended up having to take a couple days off. But let's just get back into it. I would like to pump out a video every day, but of course, that's not always going to happen. And we have our buddy here saying, came in from the YouTube video, which is great value from Giancarlo. Thank you, appreciate that. I want to post my most broken game with Ginyu versus Broly. Turn 6 with 2 life, couldn't defend, 310k double strike. That's how you beat Broly. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look, because 310 is pretty crazy. Yeah, 310 is pretty crazy. Broly versus Ginyu. As we said before, this is not a great matchup for Ginyu, but of course, as we discussed before, if you change up your strategy, there are ways we can do it. And this guy's actually in God rank, which is pretty cool. So I think this is our first God rank on the coaching series. Chances are if you're making it to God rank, you probably don't need coaching, And so far, we got the standard 1 and 2s. Play Ginyu, and we're going to search for Bonds. Great card against Broly. Broly, no destructive strength, so we're probably going to flood with 1-drops. Moa finds instant. Goku draws Turles. We do have, let's see, we have Vegeta. Can we get a 5-drop into our trash as Broly? Here we go. We're going to Ginyu, draw 2 cards. We're going to play Frieza. And let me guess, we don't attack. Okay, I don't hate that. Don't hate the not attacking. We want to, obviously Frieza is going to rest a 1-drop, which means we get to attack the 1-drop. And we're going to, looks like we're going to miss our Vegeta here too, which is kind of, okay. Well, you don't have any cards in your trash, so you can't ramp. Wow, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you probably just want to combo a 5-drop there to ramp. I feel like that is super neg. I don't know. I do think this is probably one of the problems with the matchmaking. So I didn't catch the rank of this player. I wish I could check it, but I know it wasn't God rank. So we have a God rank player playing against like someone random. It looks like their deck is relatively competitive. They do have like SR Android, so like they did open some packs, but then you just summon Vegeta without anything in your drop. So you crack your energy marker and you just lose the game here, right? I mean, pretty sure there's no coming back from that. And we just want to go ahead and another thing I mentioned, don't attack Ginyu. Ginyu does not have the luxury of playing like as many self-awakeners as the other Frieza decks. Of course, we see Zarbon, Frieza, and of course this plays Recoome. We know Ginyu plays Recoome, but like if you don't attack Ginyu, their game plan is very much thrown off. They need you to give them their resources so that they can quickly awaken. And if they get to that backside, obviously their leader ability to kill you in 1 turn. Maybe not against Broly, but against the other 20k leaders, that leader ability is pretty paramount in killing you, by untapping all their 20ks. All right, so we're going straight to the Awaken. Play a 1-drop, Awaken. Now we have 4 energy to play with. We can definitely flood the board with these 20k Ginyus that also search here. I highly doubt this Vegeta is making it through the turn. Just due to the amount of 20ks, we're going to swing into it. And we get a Pot of Greed Ginyu card. Solid. I'm popping that off, drawing a Butter, and another free. Yeah, I mean, this is all well and good. Another Bonds. And let's fast forward again. Yeah, I don't think this Vegeta is making it through the turn. Yep, okay. And then play Sorbet. I mean, this is great curve from the Ginyu player. I mean, the curve was filled. Frog down, rest in peace. I hate when Frog dies, but obviously it's an easy attack. And then I don't know. See, again, not to throw too much hate toward the Broly player or anything, but he pretty much loses the game immediately. So I mean, this is a bad matchup if Broly plays correctly, but he literally threw 2 turns away, which is just not what you want to do. And now we're just gonna go for the Frieza play. Are we going to go for the Frieza play? There we go. So play the Ginyu to establish another body. And we don't combo into it, which, I mean, this, again, the Broly player doesn't have to take this. You know, we have super combo in hand. They don't have to take this damage. And just passing so they don't get the energy. Again, very smart. If you attack Broly again there and try to combo in, he gets to awaken, which puts an energy in, which means he gets to androids on the crackback. So, very smart. Everything the Ginyu player is doing is 100% correct in the matchup. I just think the Broly player threw the game away by skipping 2 of his turns and cracking his energy marker for no reason. Taking the damage, relatively, I think that's pretty clean. We want more. We're going to kill our opponent. And then, of course, tapping out when we have a Meteor. Not that Meteor matters really against Ginyu too much, because it's going to be a lot of 25Ks, but now we're at 2, which means we get to shot. Now I can see where this 310 is coming from, but we could have easily played Turles there. Turles gets us an active energy, which means we leave 1 up for Meteor. And of course, Meteor is just very important. We end up having 2 super combos plus Meteor plus instant. That is a decent amount of defense. And then Turles, of course. Oh man, Turles, of course, swinging for a 30k crit there is just better. We're gonna go ahead and draw a card first. Is Recoome going to take the life? It is. Again, Recoome taking the life gives you an additional card, and we just happen to get a 10k there. Playing Jaces. Oh my gosh. And these Jaces just buff this Ginyu Force, Bonds of the Ginyu Force pretty heavily. I don't really think the Turles play would have mattered there, but we can find out. Holy cow, bro. This is the biggest freeze I've ever seen. 310 is absolutely the biggest I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think we're getting anywhere close. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere close. Even with the Meteor, it does not matter. Jesus. Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah. So, yes, Ginyu played the matchup exactly like you're supposed to. He did everything correct there. A couple things from the Broly player. Obviously, don't skip 2 turns in a row by playing Vegeta the wrong way. Instead of taking the damage from 5 to 3, he pretty easily could have out-comboed it. He had multiple super combos and 5Ks in hand. He also could have played Paragus in response. He could have stayed at 5, played Paragus, went to 4, went to 3, and then he doesn't get mollywopped by the biggest Frieza I've ever seen. So I think, obviously, yeah, the Ginyu player played everything correctly. Shout out to our homie and Masters. But the Broly player did everything wrong in the matchup. So this is one way that you can see how matchups aren't everything. There is definitely a skill gap. So shout out. Thank you for the replay. Appreciate very nice, clean gameplay. Let's move on to the next one. And we have this guy saying, Giancarlo, not sure if I could have won a turn before or just put him in a worse spot in general. I feel like I gave him another turn to kill me if he drew the right cards, but I'm not sure if that could have been avoided with another play line. How could I optimize? Let's find out. All right. So we have JP Vega. Thank you for the replay, JP. Let's see. We have Frieza versus Gohan. This is a good matchup for Frieza if you're playing hyper aggro. But of course, Gohan, I think I've talked about this before. It's just something Gohan does not have the luxury that Broly has of being a 25k. So all these 20ks just go in so much harder. And it's just you have to address this issue in deck building. Anyway, so Gohan should have comboed off the Gohan there. There's a high probability of your 1-drops getting rested for free, so you just don't take the damage when you can. He also already has Destructive Strength, which is just something you're going to need. And then he charged the Trunks, which is incorrect. I think here I'm charging Instant Kamehameha. I'm playing Trunks. Trunks, being a 25k, can, attack battle cards on the crackback, relieving pressure. Like, you see what I mean? Charge Trunks, pass instead of charge instant play Trunks. Very inefficient there from Gohan. Literally, Trunks is the card you want in this matchup, so you definitely don't want to throw it away. Keeping our energy marker, we're playing knees and putting Gohan at 5. I'm not too mad at this. We don't need to stall Gohan like we need to stall Broly. You know, we can just go after. You know, one thing is, you probably... I don't think you should have comboed the Sorbet from field there, because it would have allowed you to awaken next turn, right? You could have played Raccoon, played Ginyu, untapped everything. Now you have to pop your energy marker to awaken. Which... And you charge Sorbet, play Frog. Yeah, if you keep Sorbet on the field, you get to keep your energy marker and still awaken. So maybe that's just slightly inefficient. Although, to be fair, if you... I mean, yeah, the fact... Yeah, I don't like... Yeah, because, I mean... Now we have double Frieza. So that energy marker going to double Frieza is actually insane. So, slight inefficiency there. You should have kept that Sorbet on the field. And probably just thrown away like a King Cold or something. That's not too good in this matchup. Gohan, you can just awaken there. I don't know why you're not. You can awaken at any point. Also throw the Vegeta away. Not a terrible decision, but... Yeah, I feel like our energy marker would be better served for the following turn. Our opponent's going to 5, so in direct response to a Turles, we could have Frieza'd in direct response to Turles, which I think is pretty good. And then also, did we not awaken for some reason when we attacked? What happened? Yeah, so comboing Sorbet there was incorrect. Let's fast forward a little bit. I want to see what happens here. Okay, so play Frog, activate Frog, fine. We didn't know that we were going to draw the second Frieza, to be fair. But I don't know. I still feel like this is kind of a waste of an energy marker. Okay, and then we attack for 20s. All of this is correct, again. Gohan should just awaken. There's no reason not to. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You not killing the one drop is like, I wouldn't say it's super relevant, but it's not, it's kind of whatever. Not killing the one drop is, it's pretty, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Alright, yeah, Gohan, his hand sucks now. Again, yeah, so he could have played this first and then swung and then popped an energy, which so he would have swung 35 onto 20 instead of 20, and he also needs to go ahead and combo with his Gohan, which he might do on this 5-drop swing. Let's find out. Does he combo Gohan here? No. Okay, so like we know Gohan gets rested by this 2-drop on the field, so we might as well combo it offensively to make you discard more cards. So he could have sunk a 40k into, you know, like Ginyu. He could have sunk a 40k into that, or 20 or 35 into one and a 30 into other. So, you know. And then, I don't know. So again, we could have Frieza'd here. Instead, we're going to Chungus, I think, which is fine. Him going down to 2. Yeah, his hand just sucks. He just really is going to just... Ugh. Yeah, this is what I mean by you have to address this issue in deck building. You can't... Like, if you don't look... Like, realistically, ladder, you're going to see a wide variety of things. Obviously, if you play... you know, 80 Brolys in a row, then, like, you're going to build your deck one way. But when we know we're going to play a variety of different decks, Gohan really has to play differently. Yeah. Sure. I mean, 40k. Don't need to combo into that. Now he's at 1 life. And we untap these 2. Yeah, I mean, Secret Rare just doesn't matter. He has 1... He's like 40k combo total. So we just take all this damage and go in. I mean, he's tapped out. This is an easy game. I mean, I think we just shotgun there, don't we? We shotgun there with Supernova and then follow up with the Chungus. We also comboed a 5k. Not comboed, but let's start that turn over. I want to double check. Man, I wish there was like a 10 seconds back button. Okay, so he plays that. He attacks. It's correct to take this because we know we're going for game. When green is tapped out, they can't meteor. I'm going for game every time. Okay, so we start our turn, and we don't know we have Supernova. But the thing is that, like, it's always better to play Chungus here. It's just bigger, right? So if we charge Frieza, we play Chungus. I should stop calling these Chungus. We charge starter deck Frieza. We play 40k Frieza. We have 10k more value of attack, right? So this swings for 35. We combo this to 40, but instead we charge this. We play Frieza. We swing. We combo the 2-drop to 45. This is just bigger. And then we draw Supernova, which is lucky. Even if we don't draw this, this is still bigger by 5k. You know what I'm saying? So again, slight inefficiency there. Oh, okay. Well, this is also... Okay, well, if all of this is incorrect now, right? Okay, well, okay, so one thing we have to think about is... Let's go ahead and rewind. Okay, so our opponent's tapped out, right? Let's just do the maximum. I'm going to pull out a calculator. I'll probably need a calculator for this. I'm not smart enough to do this in my head. I'm just kidding. Okay, so our opponent is tapped out, right? We don't know we have Supernova at the start of the turn, which is fine. So if we want to keep our 5-drop, that's also fine. One thing I will say, if we don't intend to go all in against green, we do not go to 3 life. It's really difficult for green to kill you at 4 life. Probably not if they have a secret rare established already. I mean, this 50k you're probably going to take, but you have a higher likelihood of surviving at 4 life, so you should not have taken the leader swing if you didn't intend to go in. If you intend to go in, it's good because you end up getting 2 more cards in your hand to go in with. So anyway, we're going to do the math. Our opponent is tapped out, right? So let's do the maximum amount of math possible. Okay, so Gohan is a base, and this is if we're attacking for game because our opponent's at 1 life. Gohan is base 35k because of his effect. He has 10k on the board. All right, let's see how many super combos are in the drop. No super combos are in the drop. He has 7 cards in hand. So 4 super combos would be plus 80, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. And then that leaves 3 cards in his hand. We can check the drop. We saw him play, I think we saw, yeah, we see instant Kamehamehas in his deck. So we're going to add 2 10Ks plus instant, and that's plus another 35, right? And is there any instants or super combos in his energy? No. Okay. So the maximum amount of power that this Gohan can have here, because he's tapped out, is 160. And that is his best possible hand down to the very, very last card, okay? So we're going to fast forward a little bit. We're going to swing. Okay. He got rid of that 5k, and you drew Supernova here, all right? So now he is down to 155 because he just got rid of that 5k, all right? Let's say we play Frieza, the 4-drop. That's 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 95, 105, 110, 120, 135. So we guaranteed have a 135 swing. Let's do the math again. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 95, 105, 115, 125, 135. So we know the maximum amount of combo with his best possible hand is 155. That's if he has 4 super combos, 2 10Ks, and instant Kamehameha. That's a snapped insane hand to have. And we have guaranteed 135. So just take a moment. When you're in this situation, you take a moment, you do the math, and you just win the game. Like, mathematically, it's nearly impossible for our opponent to have exactly that. Alternatively, you pass the turn, and he just, like, plays androids and double meteors, and you can lose there. It's very possible. So you just go in here. And if you charge the secret rare, I'm sorry, not the secret rare. If you charge the starter deck, Frieza, and you keep this 2 costs in your hand, you actually have 140. So that makes your likelihood of winning even higher. Whereas this, you just swing for 20 and this is allowing yourself to lose. Now, Kui is very strong against green because if he plays androids and pops Kui, you get to rest androids. And I'm curious to see, okay, so let's slow it down. So playing androids here is absolutely incorrect. You swing with your 50k first to bait the Kui. See, now he has 2 meteor up, which means it's much harder to try to kill. He's not using his leader ability. Doesn't make very much sense. It's just like, it's a free pop, and it's free 35. You want to do that every turn. Not attacking with the 50k makes no sense. Not attacking with Goku makes a little bit of sense because you can counter with it. You can combo with it defensively, but I'm always swinging the 40k there. And again, we're in the same situation here, except worse. Our opponent has energy up now, so Meteor's on the table. Meteor makes it really hard to kill. We're charging a 5k instead of this Frieza, which doesn't matter because our opponent's at 1 life. If our opponent was at 2 life, then of course we want to go on with a double strike. But the fact that our opponent is at 1 life means this double strike is irrelevant, and it's smaller than this Frieza in every regard. So, like, you know, we're losing. It would be 40k instead of 45, which is just 1 card smaller. All right, we draw another 5k. We supernova. And I mean, we should just win here. I don't think the math favors our opponent whatsoever. 45 is smart because it's Meteor plus 1. That is smart to go 45 there. And now we can do the math. Our opponent could have 1 Meteor and 3 super combos. So 45 plus 60 is 105. Plus leader effect 120. Plus Goku is 125. So, you know, this is actually, I think, slightly worse for us to do it this way. Yeah. I mean, you know. So it was 105 to 95. So the only thing you really get blown out there is by 3 super combos, which, again, is unlikely. And we know green plays a lot of non-counterable cards, but you should have just gone in the turn before. The math is 100% in your favor, realistically. But other than that, I mean, we saw a few minor things that were negative, like, you know, you didn't even need to charge that last turn. You ended up with an extra energy, which means you could have had an extra 5k in your hand. Turn like 2 or 3 comboing with the sorbet on the field meant you have to pop your energy marker to awaken. Which I do think is negative. I mean, if I can keep my energy marker for Frieza or later gameplay, I think that's more relevant. So that's definitely something you could consider. But overall, like, pretty clean. I think really only like 2 or 3 things were minor there. But other than that, good job. Let's go ahead and head into the next one. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think this is not Droids. I think I entered the wrong one. Hold on. All right, my bad. Okay, J-Fly, what's up, bro? Thank you for submitting the video. We have this is U7, I think. Blue hair Goku. Yeah. So U7 versus Droids. Let's see what our opponent has. Their hand is decent enough. It's not too bad. Yeah, bro. So if you find that you like Droids better than Broly or Gohan, that's fine. I think you should play what you like and just really just have fun. I mean, it really just doesn't matter. So far, I agree with everything that Goku's doing. Comboing out of the crit is fine. I definitely will say, don't play this card. KO this card, look at the top 10, play a lab. If you play this card and you whiff, you auto-lose. You basically lose a card and skip an entire turn. I know looking, and then you also, another bad thing is, like, you place the rest of your, even if you hit, right? Place the rest of your cards. So this bottom deck super combos, bottom deck's Broly, bottom deck's secret rare, bottom deck 6 drops. This card's definitely terrible. I will say, you should take that card out of your deck immediately. I-Beam, also not really a great card. And this is one of the weaknesses I feel like I see in androids. Like, having to play Lab is just weaker than having to play one of the other, some of the other, like, Saiyan ramp cards. Okay, and here we go with the, now we're at 5. A lot of Giros. I mean, I think you charge I-Beam for sure. I do, I mean, Red does play a series of 1-drops that are pretty problematic, but I'm just not too big of a fan of the card. Okay. Nothing crazy here. Yep, play this 17, don't attack with it. We get Beerus. Pretty unfortunate. Okay, we take that, and we're going to Awaken, and I'm guessing we're going to super combo out of Beerus. Yep. Alright, so far nothing crazy is going on. Do we charge I-Beam here? No, oh, well, we have another Lab, so that's also fine. And what do we do here? Okay, so we play 18. 18 grabs the 17, and then we attack with them. I don't think I'm a big fan of this. And we Awaken our opponent here, or no? Okay. Okay. Well, let's rewind that. I do think everything about that turn was a little sloppy. So let's kind of go, let's break it down. All right. All right. So first things first, we're going to charge, and then we're going to Lab. All right. So far, we're good. Then we play 18. So I just think instead of playing 18 here, I think we just play droids, right? If our intention is to attack Beerus, which I think it's correct to attack Beerus here, we really don't want to give our opponent any more resources at this point. We just play 18. 18, not 18. We play Super Rare. Super Rare kills Vegeta for free, and then you get to go into this Beerus. Now, another thing we did wrong is we're setting ourselves up for like a very negative return here. We attack our opponent twice, and then we attack Beerus. So here you see you play the 1-drop, you swing. Okay, so when you attack Beerus last, you just gave him 2 more cards to counter with. You see what I mean? So now either of these 2 cards can be used against you, and it's pretty negative. And he combos 18 instead of Krillin there. I think 18's a little better than Krillin at this point. But he can use Krillin to Awaken. But anyway, so not only now this Vegeta can attack for free, he can Secret Rare you. And, you know, like Secret Rare here is devastating because he goes Vegeta attack 17, Secret Rare attack 18. Leave one up. If he has Roshi, he can Roshi Awaken and Secret Rare you, which is like a terrible turn of events. So I think ultimately your best course of play would have been to play the droids, play the SR, kill Vegeta for free, and then attack Broly twice, and just combo a 5k out of your hand that way. Your opponent ends with like 3 to 4 cards left in hand at that point, and they're very starved on resources. They're still at 7 life, which is like not great because eventually they'll recoup those resources through their life. But at this, you're allowing your opponent to like blow you out super crazy here by doing this play. And then even the Beerus attack is a little inefficient at the end there. You just, even if you want to make this play line, you just do that attack first. Your opponent has less cards to protect the Beerus with, and it can put them in a worse situation. So before you gave them the 2 life, this Beerus would have died 100%. Because they have 1 super combo. They only have 1 counterable card in their hand before you take the 2 life, which means the Beerus 100% guarantees dies, and you pass on a clear field, and they have like very few cards in hand. So this whole thing was pretty sloppy. Oh, actually they had the 18. So they would have had to discard 2 cards to protect the Beerus, which is just not very good for them. What do we do here? Let's see what they do. Play Secret Rare, target 18. Yeah, so you're giving them like a very positive return. Attacking here first doesn't really matter, but Yeah, see, this is very negative. We're going to lose our board for free, basically. Attack with Beerus to bait a super combo. Super comboing here is agreed. Now, what is Vegeta? Vegeta's a 35. I mean, yeah, shouldn't we swing Vegeta into 17? Vegeta would be 30 here into this 17. So we get much more value swinging into 17 here. You either discard a 10k. No, I'm sorry. He would only be 30, right? Yeah, 30. 30 into 25. So you either discard a 10k or you let it die. Either way, he gets so much more value out of swinging into the 17 here. All right, we top deck Broly. I'm not going to lie. You don't top deck Broly here, your game is not going very well for you. But that's a good top deck. First, we're going to lab. Attacking here. Yep, Broly, pop Beerus, swinging a secret rare. Secret rare. I think I'm protecting this Goku. Our opponent, he has double super combo, right? So you go 45, he goes super to 50, you go 45, he goes super to 50. And then you're tapped out, so if he wants to swing into this, he's gonna have to, you're gonna have to, I'm protecting that Goku there every time, I'm not gonna lie. Here. Did he skip charge? No, you're still attacking. What am I talking about? And he charges. Okay, so immediately he has 2 super rare Gokus in hand that have 0k counter. Holy cow, why can't I click on it? There we go. He has 2 of these which have no counter value, and they're not doing anything on board, and he charges a 10k. He charged 18, which is 10k. So that immediately is wrong for him. He swings into lead, which is fine. He gets a 5k exchange here. And then what is he going to do? Play Goku. Oh, hit play guy. Okay, play this Goku. Wrong Goku. And now we're going to target Broly. We're going to target 17. Swing here. And you just get out of it. Okay. Yeah, everything he's doing here is wrong, right? Ending with 2 up. This is your turn, right? Yeah, so... Alright, so first things first. He should have protected his secret rare last turn. He has 2 energy up, so it's like, I mean, you could play one of these cards and swing with it to make you discard another card. Instead, you're going to pass with 2 up for no reason. Excuse me. If he protected his secret rare, he could have played this Goku. Where are we at? Okay, holy cow. I don't know why I can't highlight cards. Okay, you play started at Goku, reduce Broly by 20. That makes Broly a 25. Okay, you then go swing 35 into Broly with my still surviving secret rare, and then you pop this a symbol. So that's now 50 into 25. 50 into 25 is just crazy. You need multiple super combos to get out of that. And if it survives, you still get to swing on it again with a 40k Goku. So you did not have the resources in hand to protect a 50 into 25. And a 40 into 15 and a 40 into 25. Then we can go swing leader into leader. You can do that first. Chances are you're going to discard a 5k to get out of it, which I agree with. That would have been the most efficient use of his energy. It would have been the most efficient use of his turn. He also should have charged one of these 0k Gokus instead of the 18, because then he would have 10 more counter power on the crackback. So he just is not really using his deck very efficiently overall. Now you're probably just going to clean up the game in like 100 different ways. It just doesn't really matter at this point. Okay, well, I'm never taking that. Never taking that 25k swing over, you know, the giant Broly swings that we are now forced to take. And we have double Meteor. So the correct play is to play Droid, swing, Meteor, Meteor. And if that doesn't work, we can slam our Broly into this Goku and pass our turn. Or we also have enough energy to play 18 on top of all of that. So I think, you know, even this play line's a little inefficient. We had Android double Meteor, which is what we want to do when our opponent's at 2 life. And if the double meteor play doesn't work, we can swing our Broly into the secret rare, because our opponent has to discard so many cards to get out of that double meteor play. Alright, we're playing 18 instead. We drew another 18. I mean, that's pretty decent. Why did we discard? We discard him there? We discard that, I guess. I don't know. Now we double meteor at the end. Yeah, I mean, the big difference is you want to do this when your opponent's at 2 life, because he got an extra card off the life there. And he just scoops. How much counter power does he have? You were at... Oh, dude, it's so... Oh, my God. I can't even count it. It was too hard to tell. Theoretically, he ended up charging 2 10Ks for no reason. Let me see if... Honestly, I think this game was very winnable for Red. I think Red actually should have won this game, but they just did not play very well. So, overall, Green, I mean, I don't think you did too much wrong outside of that very last turn. There was like a turn you could have droids, which would have been more efficient. And then there was a turn, that last turn, you should have just played droids double meteor. He has to discard so much to get out of that. And then you just kill a secret rare and you're at 3 life. And you have a pretty high chance of surviving at that point. So, but he also took a 25k for no reason. That's another thing he did. Like, he takes a 25k and then he out combos a 30k. So it's like that right there is like also super inefficient. Just, I think actually Red could have won this game had he played it a little better. But it is what it is, right? So, you know, thank you for sending the replay. I think that is 3. I want to do 3 per video, and I want to do multiple videos per week. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Please continue to submit your replays. Like I said, I had to take a little 2-day break because of some medical stuff, but I would really like to upload a video every single day, and we're gonna keep doing that. You know, so everyone, thanks for watching. Please comment anything you'd like to see, and just thank you for supporting the channel. If you check out the Discord, there's actually a new tab. Support 3 Swords. If you do any of the things here, I would personally thank you greatly. This is just a way to support the channel and allowing us to make, continuing to make content, you know, at the rate that we're doing it. So everyone, thank you so much for your support, and hopefully you enjoyed the video and have a great day.